Well, Thursday morning, working on, I guess it's almost afternoon now. Well, it's about 11 o'clock. Couldn't get my butt in gear this morning, so I'm coming out here a little later than I planned, but motor's still in it. Didn't fall out or jump out overnight. Still leaking oil, which is pretty sweet. That's what this this piece of hardboard's for, or whatever it's called. Pretty cheap insurance to keep stuff off your floor. Anyway, so today, Marvin Martian coffee, little chocolate chip cookie, my water. The plan today is I'm going to lift this thing up. I'll jack the frame up some and then put the axle on jack stands also, because I got to pull the carrier out of this, out of the rear end, pull the carrier out so I can stick the pinion gear back in. It's not going in permanent, I'm just putting it back in for now so I can put the so I can stick the drive shaft back in here, because I want to make a little cross member from here to here to hold my air lines. So they're up, they'll stay up away from everything. That's kind of the plan. It may end up just being something hanging from this cross member. Then also I'm gonna start thinking about making my my pan hard bar. So that's the plan for today. I gotta take these take the plates off, take the drums off, take the tires off. It's kind of a pain, but it's the only way to get the carrier out, so I can pull the axles out on each side. I'm going to pop that carrier out and then put the pinion back in. I gotta find it. I must have stuck it in a box somewhere. I used to have it sitting and down inside of there, but when I cleaned up, yeah, I need to clean up too. My little workbench is a mess. It sucks whenever I clean up, I can't find anything. But anyway, so that's the plan for today. Thank everybody for the comments on my last couple videos, my slideshow from our little car show we went to, and then, or not little car show we went to, and then, yeah, this isn't cool. Some bird decided to hang out on my motorcycle yesterday while I was sitting outside. Not much you can do about that. Anyway, so I better shut this off and get to work, quit flapping my gums, start moving my hands. We'll get something done and turn it back on and show you guys. It's Thursday. Hope you guys all have a good rest of your week. I think most everybody had short week this week, so that's good for them. Yeah, that's it. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Be good. For those who've been watching, more seat foam. Stuff's never going to be gone. Yeah. Anyway, I got the axles out. They're dirty, but they're actually in really good shape. So don't have to worry about those. I'm gonna throw some new bearings at it. I go borrow my dad's bearing splitter, I think it's called, so I could stick them in the press the old ones out. Backing plates, I'm gonna take those over to his house and drop them in the parts washer so I can clean those up, and because they all need to be cleaned up and painted, so they'll look as good as the front. So you know, that's some more elbow grease work to do. Cheap though. Got the carrier out, sitting down in my oil pan there. Let's see. Everything's really clean in here. You know, it's just the broken teeth on the pinion is the whole reason I have this apart. These bearings are a little rough, so maybe it's a good thing that I pulled it out now. So I put new carrier bearings in it, new pinion bearing, and then this thing will be good to go for probably another 50 years, as long as I stick with just that white block. It's not going to have enough power to break this rear end. It's a Dana 44, in case anybody's curious. But a carrier bearing caps. It's hard to see, but I got a left and a right on it so I don't mix them up. So I'm going to leave the axles out of it for now so I can go ahead and start cleaning that up, getting it ready to paint. All I got, holy crap, there it is right there. There's my pinion that I was looking for. So I'm going to stick that back in there. I put the, whatever it's called, back on it. I can't remember what it's called right now. So I put the, oops, there goes water bottle. For anybody that hasn't been watching me the whole time, I'll show you the, yeah, there's my problem with the pinion gear. My best guess is this truck sat for about 15 years, somewhere around in that area. You know, I could be off on that. I think what happened was the pinion and ring gear rusted together, and then when they moved it, they just hooked it up to a tow truck and drug it. And so I'm thinking they may have thought the drums were seized when it was actually those gears together, and broke the teeth on my pinion. So got to put a new ring and pinion in it, stick in stock ratio and everything. No reason to change that. It'll cruise down the highway, just since it does have the overdrive. It'll cruise at 65 no problem. So we're going low, slow, and reliable. Not putting any big horsepower in it. But yeah, so good. Now that I found that, I can slide her back in there, and yeah, there's one of the teeth right there. So bolt this puppy back on, and then I can go dig through the parts pile, get my drive shaft out. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, bolt that sucker back in there, and find my drive shaft bolted in there, and then I can start thinking and trying. So, alright guys, alright, got the drivetrain mocked up, the drive shaft in, found it back in the boneyard there. Pinion gears back in for now, carriers back in for now. I'll leave the axles out until I get those cleaned up, but it actually looks like I was really close on my driveline angle when I welded the mounts onto my axle. Looks like it's pretty darn close, enough to where I'm going to be able to adjust it and get it pretty close to dead on. You know, the thing's going to be considerably lower than normal than it was from the factory, so I know I'm not expecting outrageous U-joint life. I'll just do my best to get them lubed as often as possible and try and get as many miles out of them as I can. I stuck the distributor in just to plug the hole. Stuck the intake, the 4-barrel intake manifold on, just so I could, I guess. So yeah, what the hell is that? Oh, neighbor's sprinklers. So yeah, doing this, man's got me real antsy. I don't know why, but it'll after putting this in and sitting here thinking about it, you know, I want to fire it up and hear it, but not time yet, so I can be patient. But it's a nice day outside today, be in the 80s. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start working the jack, and looking along the drive shaft. Yeah, there's plenty of clearance. Even with the bags deflated completely, it's not going to hit anything. So now I just got to figure out my my panhard bar. That's the last major hurdle for the suspension. So I'm going to start tinkering on that, and this will probably be the last video for the day. softball game tonight. I'm not taking the night off of work. It's playoffs. Tonight's quarterfinals for my daughter's softball team, so hopefully they move on to the semis at least, and you know, on from there. Hopefully, if all goes well. But no, so we got that coming up tonight. It's about lunchtime. I'm getting hungry, man. But anyway, excuse the sniffling, man. It's the wind's brought something up my nose doesn't like. But yeah, there we go. Drivetrain all mocked up for now. So get this figure out, make sure these bags are going to work, and then you know, be time to take it apart again, but clean them all up. Drive shaft, or the drive shaft. I put new U-joints in the drive shaft. The transmission needs to be taken apart, resealed, and check everything in there. I think it's pretty good. It just needs to be resealed. But then get rid of some bad gaskets in the motor, oil pan, valve covers, that kind of stuff. But all right, guys, everybody take it easy, have a good one, and I'll get back out here tomorrow. I'll turn the camera back on maybe. If not, y'all have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later.